I'm Terry Penner. I'm going to guide you through the basics of pouring a beeswax candle. We're going to start with our supply list, melting the wax, wicking the candle, and then pouring the wax into the mold. Let's go.
We need some beeswax. Pure beeswax works best. We have some skewers to hold the wicking on the mold, elastic bands to hold the mold tight. A mold. We like to use silicone ones. Wicking, cotton wicking is the best. Scissors to cut your wicking. Parchment paper, which works really well for easy cleanup. The wax melting pot. We have customized a wok. Here you can see that our wicks are put in through our molds. There's usually a hole at the bottom of the mold. You pull the wicking through and then through the two skewers. Now the skewers just have elastic bands wrapped on either end, and the wick can come up through the skewer and holds it nice and tight. As you can see in the video, the wax is pouring into the mold. We had some nice hot wax out of the mold, out of the pot at about 72 degrees. And that'll pour into the mold. You want to do that, and then we're going to let it cool. You want to be able to balance your mold and make sure it lays flat. So as you can see, we're putting the wicking underneath the mold just so it's even, so you have a nice symmetrical candle. Now we also have a little container we use for the wax, because sometimes the wax will overflow, not overflow. We want it to be nice bubbled on the top, because as the wax cools, it will shrink. And if you don't have it bubbled on the top, it will sink in. Now with these candles have been cooled, make sure your wax is nice and cool before you pull them out. So we take the skewer off the wick. Now if your candle is not cool enough, when you pull that wick like that, it's going to pull it right out of the candle, and you're going to have to start all over again. So here we are, we just snip the other end of the wick. Now that will be the wick end, and that is your base. You want that nice and smooth, and later on we may or may not actually use